Hello and a very warm welcome to each one of you, and thank you for coming back and listening to me. We are on chapter number 5, that is of the book Eat That Frog, which talks about 21 ways to stop procrastinating. Today we are going to read about practice creative procrastination. Now, what do you mean by practicing creative procrastination? Let's read what does Brian Tracy has to share on this. Mm. All right. Practice creative procrastination. Make time for getting big tasks done every day. Plan your daily workload in advance. Single out the relatively few small jobs that absolutely must be done immediately in the morning. Then go directly to the big task and pursue them to completion. Says boardroom reports. Creative procrastination is one of the most effective of all personal performance techniques. It can change your life. The fact is that you can't do everything that you have to do. You have to procrastinate on something. Therefore, procrastinate on small tasks. Put off eating smaller or less ugly frogs. Eat the biggest and the ugliest frogs before anything else. Do the worst first. Everyone procrastinates. The difference between high performance and the low performance is largely determined by what they choose to procrastinate on. So, if you have a choice that you have to hold a session or you have to go to sleep, what do you procrastinate on? Because everybody does procrastinate. तो आपको decide करना है कि what do you want to procrastinate on? Maybe if you want to be a high performer, if you want to be a highly successful person, procrastinating on sleep would be a better choice. Since you must procrastinate anyway, decide today to procrastinate on low value activities. Decide to procrastinate, outsource, delegate, and eliminate those activities that don't make much of the contribution to your life in any case. Get rid of the tadpoles and focus on the frogs. So, when you make a to-do list, you will understand that there are few things that are very important and very urgent. There are few things that are non-negotiables that has to be done every single day, and there are few things that you do every day, but you need not do them. You can delegate them to somebody else. You can, outsource those jobs from somebody else, and also you can eliminate those tasks as well. So, for example, if I say that laundry is one of the things that I need to do every day, I do have a choice that I can, outsource it or delegate it to my house help. That she can come home, she can put the clothes in the machine, take out the clothes out of machine and put it for drying, and the dried clothes she can also fold them as well. So what do I need to do? I just have to pay a little extra amount to her for her to do it, and my job will be done without me putting any efforts in it. Okay, so that is how most of the successful people do. The things that can be done by somebody else and yet be done, they would hire somebody to do that. So many influencers, so many social media handlers are here nowadays because coaches do not have time to, make their posts and then post them. So what they do is they take the job of posting on their social media. The coaches क्या करते हैं? Coaches will pay them so that coaches can concentrate on their coaching services rather than getting into the social media management as well. So that is how things work. Then it talks about priorities versus posteriorities. Here is the key point. To set proper priorities, you must set posteriorities as well. A priority is something that you do more of and sooner, while Posteriority is something that you do less of and later, if at all. Rule says you can only get your time and your life under control to a degree to which you discontinue lower value activities. So, exactly that's what it was telling in the previous page as well, that if you have something on your this to-do list that is a very low value activity which does not actually make any contribution towards your bigger goal, it is better that you will consider it to be a low value activity, and you can delegate it, eliminate it, or outsource that work from somebody else. One of the most powerful of all words in time management is the word no. Say it politely and courteously. Say it clearly so that there are no misunderstandings. Say it regularly as a normal part of your time management vocabulary. There are so many things that you need to do. There are so many people who might be inviting you to their places. There would be so many outings that you can actually do. But can you do all of it? Not really, right? So, what do you need to learn? You need to learn to say no. That no has to come out clearly, politely, courteously, but it has to come out clearly so that the person in front of you understands that it was a no. All right. And you have to start saying it very regularly for you to manage the more higher value tasks and activities more. You can value them and you can devote more time towards it. Say no to anything that is not a high value use of your time and your life. Say no graciously but firmly to avoid agreeing to something against your will. Say it early and say it often. Remember that you have no spare time. And we say your dance card is full. As we say, your dance card is full. For you to do something new, you must complete or stop doing something old. Getting getting in requires getting out. Picking up means putting down. So there are so many times when we start with the course and then we are in the middle of it and then we pick up another course and then we pick up another course. It says, Brian Tracy says very beautifully that you have to, if you are starting something new, you have to stop doing something old as well. And earlier in this book, it has said that focus on one thing that you are doing. एक काम करो और अच्छे से करो. All right. Getting in requires getting out. When you are getting into some new activity, there has to be getting out of some older activity as well. Okay. And as well, it is same as picking up means putting down. That when you are picking up something new, you have to put down something else as well. So the more space you have, it is also very beautifully said that, if you want to attract something beautiful in your life, you have to let go of something ugly in your life. Because once you make space for the good to come, then only the good will come. All right. Creative procrastination is the act of thoughtfully and deliberately deciding upon the exact things you are not going to do right now, if ever. The things you are not going to do right now are the things that will be the creative procrastination. You know you have to do it, but then you will procrastinate it for the next month maybe. So I want to do my face reading course. I want to do my handwriting analysis course, and there is another dermatographics course that I need to complete. So what do I procrastinate on? I will put 2 courses on hold and I'll do 1 course this month so that I know that this is my big frog that I have to eat this month. Procrastinate on purpose. Most people engage in unconscious procrastination. They procrastinate without thinking about it. As a result, they procrastinate on big, valuable, important tasks that can have significant long-term consequences to their lives and careers. You must avoid this common tendency at all costs. So, would you agree that there are so many times that we are so unconscious that हम procrastinate करते जा रहे हैं, and we are not even understanding that the task that is the most important, that is a very high value to take you towards your goal, your desired goal, is something that you are procrastinating on. It's better that you be a conscious procrastinator. Like I said in the earlier page when it was telling you that, if you have 3 courses to do, procrastinate on the 2 courses that you will be doing in some other month and pick one course that you will do in this month. That is a conscious choice, right? So that is a conscious procrastination of 2 courses. And that's how it should be. Your job is to deliberately procrastinate on those tasks that are on low value so that you have more time for those tasks that make a big difference in your life and work. Continually review your duties and responsibilities to identify those time consuming tasks and activities that you can abandon with no real loss. This is an ongoing responsibility for you that never ends. You have to, check on your responsibilities every single month after month. Duties and responsibilities, check on them. What is it that you can, eliminate from your life? What is it that you can start giving charge to somebody else for? What is it that can be delegated? What can be eliminated? What can be outsourced as well? For example, a friend of mine, when he was single, was an avid golfer. He liked to golf 3 and 4 times a week, 3 to 4 hours each time. Over a period of years, he started a business, got married, and had 2 children. But he still played golf 3 to 5 times a week until he finally realized that his time on the golf course was causing him enormous stress at home and at the office. It was only by abandoning most of his golf games that he could get his life back under control. And this is how life is. We do this for multiple things. Set posteriorities on time consuming activities. Continually review your life and work to find those time consuming tasks and activities that can abandon with no real loss. Cut down on television watching and spend the time saved with your family, or reading, or exercising, or doing something that enhances the quality of your life. So tell me one thing, what is easy? Watching TV, watching Netflix is easy, right? And what is the purpose of our brain? To get us to do something that keeps us into comfort. But we also understand that our growth lies in the uncomfortable zone. Today only I was talking to my mom that, it is so easy to just sit back, watch TV and everything. But since last 2 years, trust me, I have watched very little TV. And to an extent that now if my child gives me the remote control ki mama YouTube laga do, I'm like, oh, remote control. Ho ho ho. It feels so alien in my hand because watching TV is of the least value on my in my life, I think. Look at your look at your work activities and identify the tasks that you could delegate or eliminate to free up more time for the work that really counts. Begin today to practice creative procrastination to set priorities wherever and whenever you can. This decision alone can enable to get your time and your life under control. So this is going to bring your life under control, just like this man who is playing golf he was playing golf 3 to 4 times a week or 5 times a week and getting all the chaos in the house as well as at work. Once he decides to spend lesser time on the golf or maybe eliminate playing golf for a certain period of time, maybe He'll get things sorted at his workplace as well as at home. All right, that brings us to the end of this chapter where this author is sharing the summary as well. Point number 1 says practice zero-based thinking on every part of your life. Ask yourself continually, if I was not doing this already, knowing what I know now, would I start it up or get into it again today? If it is something you would not start up again today, knowing what you know, it is a prime candidate for abandonment or creative procrastination. Did you get that point? So, if there is a task that you think you had picked up earlier, now with the wisdom that you have, do you think you will start it all over again? If the answer to this question is no, then it is time for you to abandon this task from your list to make more time for the things that are of more and a higher value for you. Point number two says examine each of your personal and work activities and evaluate it based on your current situation. Select at least one activity to abandon immediately, or at least deliberately put off until your more important goals have been achieved. All right. So, the author is saying कि अपनी check your work activities as well as personal activities and select one activity to immediately abandon it. और एटलीस्ट उसको तब तक के लिए अबैंडन कर दो जब तक यू हैव नॉट अचीव्ड व्हाट यू आर लुकिंग फॉरवर्ड टू, द इम्पोर्टेंट गोल हैज बीन अचीव्ड. ऑलराइट, that is it for today. Thank you for being here and looking forward to have you tomorrow. Take care. Bye bye.